Good evening, everybody, and welcome to week 13 of Pro Wrestling Ragnarok, the fallout to Clash of Fate. Tonight, we start the Yggdrasil Grand Prix tournament with 4 matches coming at you, as well as seeing the new champions, Cassius Drakon and Tug Mukau, in action here tonight. But before we get to that, let me introduce my new partner and voice of Pro Wrestling Ragnarok.
That's right, friends. On unlucky week 13, he rose from the dead. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm still dead. I'm a little bit confused about this whole thing. I was somewhere else and now I'm here. But hey, as I said in life, we ball. I am Chris. You may know me as K, and if you're of the very old combat variety, you may have known me as the Dark Messiah, or perhaps the Rule Breaker. Hey, Kraith, remember that time I beat you up and broke your kid's arm? That was a fun time.
That was a fun time for everybody, especially me. Fuck that kid.
Yeah, nobody likes that guy. Anyway, I am here. It is saved. I'm going to be doing the best that I can to help out my former associate and longtime, I don't know, frenemy at this point, I
I
suppose.
say so, yeah.
Yeah, but hey, we've got some cool stuff. I've been caught up. I've been reading the lore books. I've been watching the streams through the Hellfire Orb. And man, this is gonna be cool. Do you want to start them off talking about the rules of this tournament?
Absolutely. So, folks, this is going to be a round robin tournament between 2 brackets. Each bracket has 5 competitors, and the winners of the bracket will go on to the next pay per view to compete in the finals. A win is worth 2 points. A non decisive victory, such as countout or disqualification, will only award you 1. And in the unlikely event of a draw, each competitor will be rewarded 1 point. And the people who go on to the finals, the winner will receive the Fruits of Yggdrasil, which they can cash in for a shot at any sacred artifact at any time.
Now, I'm wondering, Kraith, and I'm sure you've noticed too, do you think we'll see anyone take advantage of these rules as a spoiler? Because, for example, now, say that you're 2 points away from winning a bracket, well, your opponent might just say to hell with you and leave, give the count out, and you only get the one, you don't get top of the bracket. So we could see some good shenanigans in this.
You know what? I expect it. I hope for it. I live for the drama, especially with how packed these 2 brackets are. Speaking of brackets, we have the sword and the shield bracket. Like I said, they each have 5 competitors, and let's run it down for you real quick. The sword bracket has Kari, your former wielder of Baldr's Light, her sister, Estrella, the brand new and debuting tonight, Feisty Jim Jensen, El Jefe, Joseph Val, and the captain, Phillip Cruz.
And now I'll tell you, Kraith, we're both familiar with Mr. Joseph Val, as it were. Now, you want to talk about somebody who is just full of hate. I mean, he probably hates that this afterlife isn't just for him, you know, and I mean, he is going to despise everyone in this bracket for even daring to be in the same bracket as him. And I think that feeling, that absolute loathing of other people is might put him over the top, but then again, you can never count out the disciple of Ares.
Oh, absolutely. Val hates whenever he's not the actual Jefe, the boss. But he has some strong competition going into this one. But yeah, the Herald of Ares, that's where my eyes are looking. Kari and Estrella on the same side of the bracket, which means they will have their first ever one-on-one match in Pro Wrestling Ragnarok eventually. Not tonight, but we'll get there.
Yeah, brother, just keep your eyes in your sockets or I'll cut them off.
We'll see about that. I'm gonna try my best, but after what we saw at Clash of Fates, it's definitely going to be an eye popper for sure.
Absolutely. And you want to talk about two underdogs. Now, I don't know much about this Jim fella, but not the conventional warrior build on him, you wouldn't think. But the exact opposite of him, Cruz. Now, that's the guy that looks like he might have something to prove in here.
Yeah, Cruz won in his debut. He pinned Raiju. Val was also part of that triple threat match, but then Val went on to win a very, very nice one-on-one contest between himself and the captain. So I'm sure they're ready to run that back, and the fans are all here ready for them to run that back. And Jim is kind of an outlier, but he does have a huge advantage that there's no tape on him to watch. You can't research somebody who's just now showing up here. So he needs to use that to his advantage, and maybe he can pull one out.
Absolutely, and you make a good point about Val and Cruz. Rich people and pirates do have a long and storied rivalry.
That leads us to the Shield bracket. We have the Immortal Savage, Vandal Wayne, coming off his win at Clash of Fate against another competitor in the Shield bracket, Alex the Perfect Storm. We also have the Caveman Ak, finally cleared for action after his vicious assault on Mordecai 3 weeks ago. We have the Riot Spider, Setanta, looking to get back into the fold after losing to Cass at Clash of Fate. And Heracles, who is not cleared to compete tonight, but will be cleared in time for the tournament. But the hellacious last man standing match, the doctors ordered him to take at least a week off.
Now, you want to talk about shenanigans. If there's one person who I think is willing to do whatever it takes to screw the opponent over, even to no benefit to themselves, it's probably Alex Storm.
Right, yeah, he's got to keep those sponsorship up, brothers. You got to do something.
Oh, he knows he's dead, right?
I don't think so, and I don't think the companies do either. Unless Rockstar is also dead, which, maybe.
I mean, we'll find out. But now I'm a little confused. Now maybe you can enlighten me on this. Why is there a caveman here, and why is he wearing boxing gloves? This just I mean, the boxing gloves have to be more of a hindrance, right?
Well, my backstage interplanetary sources says that those boxing gloves were forcibly duct tape onto his hands, and he has no idea how to get them off. But yes, you're right. I'm sure he could hit much harder without them. But Ak is one of two people who's defeated Tug Mukau, who now holds the Eye of the Allfather Championship. And we all know I'm all about the Cave Mania, and I think it's going to run wild, and he's going to surprise everybody this tournament.
Well, we'll see that later with his rematch with one of the people that I think has caught my eye, Vandal Wayne. He's got some shades of people that we knew in the past. Not gonna say any names, but I think if there's one person that might surprise us, it's probably him. But then again, there is also Heracles in this, who is an absolutely monumental obstacle that these people are going to have to try and overcome.
Literally, Heracles is going to be the man to beat. He went through a 33-minute hellfest with Blake at Clash of Fates. But I agree with you on Vandal. He's been slowly building momentum ever since his loss to Kari at the first pay-per-view, Light the Pyre. He's been on a steady win streak trying to claw his way back into Sacred Artifact contention. And the best way he's going to be able to do that is to win this tournament. That's got to be motivation enough.
Absolutely. Now I'm gonna circle back to something that you said earlier. Now Ak did get that win over Tug. However, I think you might be missing that was with some assistance from the recently defeated Mordecai. Ak has yet to claim a win of his own strength and ability.
That's true. But Mordecai is dead now, and some people could say Ak kind of loosened him up a little bit for Tug. Ak took it to Mordecai, and perhaps one of the most competitive matches we've seen taken to the Harbinger, besides from Tug. I think Ak was the best competitor, bar our champion, in that match. Now he might have been sidelined for 3 weeks afterwards, but he was in there. He had the whole crowd rooting for him, and if he can do the same thing and channel that energy, I have high hopes for the caveman.
I suppose we'll see. Now, on that note, I do have a bit of news that I've been asked to go ahead and distribute to the people watching via technology and magic, or whatever other means that you may be watching this. May I go ahead?
Absolutely.
So, those who watch Clash of Fate may have noticed, and if not, then you may have read the statement put out by Mimir in the lore books. Last night was the destruction of the competitor formerly known as Six. Now, I can't really fathom exactly why Six was destroyed to a point that he can no longer exist in our universe, and Setanta wasn't. I have some theories, but as I said, it is my responsibility, my task to point out to all of you that Six has been destroyed. He will no longer be here in PWR.
That's right. His very life essence drained from him, and maybe he can say hi to Rain and Evan Coldstone, now also missing from the Nine Realms. Competitors are dropping like flies, and that's only a testament to how difficult it is to exist in Pro Wrestling Ragnarok and fight inside the Crucible.
That it is. And I do want to draw that comparison. There have been teases of what's going to happen when Mordecai, before he was so valiantly vanquished by Tug Mukau, if he would have run into Koss, what would have happened? And that just kind of brings an interesting point, the similarities between them, but also the differences. Mordecai would drain from people to add to himself, whereas in this case, as far as our experts can tell, Six was just completely extinguished. Not really drained or stolen, just completely snuffed out like a candle. Terrifying.
Absolutely. And a clash between Mordecai and Cass would have rocked this entire Nine Realms. But again, thankfully, Tug saved us from ever having to consider that. As far as we know, as far as Heimdall knows, Mordecai's soul is no longer in the Crucible. Can't say if he's ceased to exist or if he's just simply gone, but Mordecai is no longer here.
Well, I never thought I'd say it, but thank you, Horseman.
And with that, let's take it down to the ring. And with that, let's kick it to the Herald and get ready for our first match of the night.
Whoa!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 13th episode of Pro Wrestling Ragnarok and the start of the Yggdrasil Grand Prix. Our first match of the evening is a Shield bracket match. Introducing first, standing at 5'5", weighing at 185 pounds, from the Edge of Reality, the immortal Savage Vandal. Here he is, Chris. The one to keep the eye on, like you mentioned earlier in the night, Vandal Wayne making the first appearance in the PWR tonight.
It's written right there on the back of his jacket. Believe in pro wrestling and believe in Vandal Wayne.
Absolutely. And it's a little, I don't want to say ironic, but it's to note that Vandal Wayne was the first entrant of the first match ever in Pro Wrestling Ragnarok, and here he is leading the show tonight to start off the tournament.
That's a little narrative irony, as they say. Hopefully, with any luck, he'll be the first winner.
Well, he's going to have his work cut out for him here tonight with Ock. And like you said, this is their rematch, so I'm sure Ock's been waiting to get his hands on Vandal again after losing their first go-around.
You give Ock much more faith than I do.
And his opponent, standing at 10 rabbits tall and weighing in a small angry deer. He's from the time before the caveman.
Now, Kraith, let me just get ahead of this. How in the hell did he communicate that he was 10 rabbits tall in the weight of a small angry deer? And how did he even measure that?
He actually just brought the angry deer and the rabbits to Heimdall. And through a complicated series of hand gestures, we figured it out.
I get more and more confused about this individual the more I learn about them.
You just gotta fall into the moment, feel the energy. Cavomania is running wild, and look at him. He's ready. Look at that smile. I think it's a smile. I don't actually know if he knows how to smile.
I believe that's actually a threat. Animals, when they bare their teeth like that, including like apes, that's a sign of a threat. I think he's threatening the audience not to get too close.
Oh, so that's what Kari's been doing to me. That makes a lot more sense, actually.
Brother, what?
Here's the bell, the first match of the Shield bracket in the Yggdrasil Grand Prix. And look at taking early control.
Yeah, and I never noticed Ock has a little bit of height and weight on Vandal.
Yeah, you know, we don't see it a lot because Vandal's been wrestling folks like Hari and Estrella, but he's actually a fairly small wrestler. That's why he has to rely so much on his technical and speed advantage. Just like that with a head scissors takedown.
And yeah, I think if Ock is a threat, you do need to come at him with stuff he doesn't know, and I guarantee you he didn't know any of that.
Nope.
He knows that right there, a stiff forearm.
That is his bread and butter, but Ock's been slowly improving in the ring.
He's punching the kneecap, Craig. Why is he punching the kneecap? Oh my god.
A headbutt right to the stones from the caveman. But you know, that's smart. Take out the knee, and then your prey can't run. I mean, there's deeper psychology. Like, Vandal's going to be hard to hit that springboard. Just like that. That's what I'm talking about. The effect of punches, limiting Vandal's range. I don't know if Ock thought about it, or if it's just Predator instinct, but that's what he needs to do.
Ooh. I guess the legs aren't padded, are they?
No, absolutely not. Wait, what is this? Who taught him that?
That is a good question.
Well, somebody's definitely been coaching Ock behind the scenes because he is slowly... Oh, wait. We got a pin attempt.
This could be it early.
Ooh, only for one. Good for Ock. But yeah, he's been slowly expanding his game. Every time he steps in the Crucible, we see something new from the caveman. So somebody's got to be teaching him.
I mean, if your punches are that effective, maybe you don't need all that new stuff. And then again, he seems to be on the back. Oh, a kip up.
Oh, but a whisper in the wind catches him quickly. Vandal not giving the caveman really any time to build momentum, but that's what you got to do. If you get punched in the face hard enough, you're just out.
Yeah, and you think that knee drop to the head hurted Vandal's knee more than Ock's head? Oh, that slam, though.
Absolutely. Ock has a rock-hard head. I would be careful about it, but now rolling to the outside, a little dazed, and a big senton.
And you know, if memory recalls, that's how he beat Ock the first time with those aerial maneuvers, but a Fez press into a rain of punches.
Ock feeling unleashed here tonight. The one thing Ock does have over Vandal is Ock is relatively fresh. We haven't seen him in about 3 weeks. And Vandal just went through a big underground match against Alex Storm, taking a ton of punishment before being able to get the win out.
That is true. So maybe as this goes on as an endurance... Oh, Superman punch.
Wait.
Hold on.
Here comes Spear.
Spear running wild.
Come on, Ock,
Is
do
this
it.
going to be it? No. Of course not.
Very late 2 count, though. That was close. He did the same thing to Mordecai. Almost got the win. He just got to stay on him now.
Well, they're going for a strikeout.
Yeah, I don't know how smart it is for Vandal to get into a striking match with Ock of all people, but we're talking about. Vandal asking for more.
And he counters. He's bringing it back.
Yeah, kind of fake Ocked out a little bit. Man, they were just slapping each other, and then the nice discus lariat brings Ock down. Boom!
Ooh. This might be it.
Ooh.
And that's it. A win for Vandal Wayne.
And that's 2 points for the tournament, but great showing here by Ock. He almost had Vandal with that Superman spear combo, but not enough.
Yeah, and I think it was smart, like you said, of Vandal to try and take this one early, because the longer it went on, the more of those lingering injuries from his battle with Storm would have come into play.
Absolutely. But, you know, credit to Ock. He didn't get the win, but he is so close to putting it all together. Vandal just keeps riding his momentum.
You know what they say, close only counts with bombs. And he doesn't have any of those.
Well, congratulations, Vandal. That was our first of 4 tournament matches here tonight, folks. And get ready for another one coming up next. Your second match of the evening is also a Shield bracket match scheduled for one fall, making their Pro Wrestling Ragnarok debut, stumbling out of Aegir's Tavern. Weighing in at 275 pounds, standing at 5 foot 8 inches, Feisty Jim Jensen.
Well, if it ain't Feisty Jim.
Well, this is not the sight I expected to see here tonight, but
Brother, is that an I Heart Mom tattoo on his arm?
you know, it is, and I can't blame him because I also famously love moms, so more power to him.
Oh no, hold on. Do you think he loves his own mom, or do you think he loves other people's moms?
Well,
That is a good question.
It is the question. You know, I'm gonna have to ask him later. But wow, what a statement entrance. The beer, the kendo stick. This man is living a life I could only dream of.
Yeah, I suppose so. Now, did I hear that right? That what were those stats again? He stood 200 pounds tall and weighed in at 5 foot something?
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what he said. Maybe that Aegir's Tavern, he kind of stumbled a little bit writing down his height and weight for Heimdall.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. Well, maybe those stats throw off his opponent. I guess we'll see.
You know, normally I'd make a comment about working drunk in the ring, but we're already dead, so what does it matter?
I guess that's true. It's not like he can drink himself to an early grave, is it?
I think he already did, partner. I think he already did. Speechless. I can't even lie to you. It's just the whole vibe, the dog tags, the bandana. What a sight.
That's a proud American right there.
Oh, that is absolutely right. I hope he knows what he's getting into here tonight. And I wonder what exactly about this man impressed the Allfather so much he got an immediate ticket into the Grand Prix.
Well, the same thing that I imagine got on him. He probably thought it was funny.
You know, fair enough. Maybe they both really dislike IPAs.
Oh, there was no hair under there.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 259 pounds and standing at 5 foot 10 inches tall. He is the Captain, Phillip Cruz.
Now, you want to talk about a clash of styles here. Phillip Cruz versus Feisty Jim. What a matchup.
A drunken biker to a potentially drunken sailor, as the songs go.
Maybe they'll end up being friends. Maybe they'll, both realize that they both really, really hate the British.
I bet Cruz would love to have Jim on his ship.
You think Jim can handle his rum, or is he more of like a light beer insert sponsorship here kind of guy?
Jim strikes me as a Jack and Diet Coke kind of man. Diet to make it healthy.
Oh, you're probably right.
But you're right. What a clash of styles we have here. Cruz again preferring that more high-flying, speedy style, and Jim with a fist to the face.
Oh, that's a lot of weight. Really hitting your. Oh, and a knee.
Everything. Jim exceedingly agile for such a large man, and Impressive flurry to start from the newcomer there.
No, he came out swinging, that's for sure.
But now Cruz back. Ooh, a big Kamegoe across the face. One count. Wow. I'm impressed.
Well, yeah, he's already done much better than I thought he was going to do.
Right out of the gate, Jim looks like a wrecking ball. But Cruz kind of tying him up with the more technical aspects. Just like Ak, Jim strikes me as a I'm going to punch you in the face kind of guy and see what happens afterwards.
No, but he reversed the arm hold,
Oh.
though, so there's at least a little bit of technical
Oh,
knowledge.
yeah. He just keeps on surprising us. He's got that arm in deep, torquing it. Cruz back again. Over the shoulder, hammer lock. I don't know if that's smart. Jim is a big, beefy man, and he could just power right out of that.
And I would not have expected this level of sort of chain wrestling from them, I'll tell you that.
Oh, absolutely not. That takedown break. Oh, my God, he kicked up.
Oh, was that a hip up?
It was. And then a dodge from the knee. The beer's not the only thing that's light, but an impressive springboard by Cruz. I got Jim reeling. Oh. Ooh, rebound.
Oh,
suplex.
a rebound.
Yeah, I bet you don't see a lot of those in the tavern.
I don't think there are any ropes in there, so yeah, probably not. And another knee going for.
See, I don't know how effective the knee's going to be. I don't know if you can knock a man out who already might be blacked out and a miss on the guillotine leg drop.
Yeah, he rolled out, and he's going for those punches.
And the impressive thing about the punches is Jim takes the time to make sure he puts his entire weight on his opponent before raining them down.
I would not have expected that kind of slam from him either. He is really surprising.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, surprisingly agile. Now Cruz with a kip up on his own. Cruz trying to rally back here, but Jim's just too much. Cruz has whiffed 3 times so far.
You know, I think the comparison to a wrecking ball is accurate. He's short, he's heavy, and I have to imagine that combo is really awkward to try and get a hold of.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. That clothesline not only took Jim down, but I think he bashed his head on the side of the ring apron on the way.
But is Cruz going to be content with a count out if he can get it? It'll only get him to 1 point.
Well, especially after seeing Vandal pulling out the 2-point win, you got to imagine Cruz wants to finish this in the ring and try to keep pace with the current pack leader.
And falling before he went crashing into the barricade.
Referee at a count of 4 now, and ooh, big forearm.
Oh, blood. I do love when a match gets bloody.
The more you drink, the thinner your blood gets. He's going to be bleeding like a stuffed pig, and watch this, just posturing him up, and then a big forearm straight to his forehead.
They're back in the ring, and did you say stuffed?
Maybe I did.
That's not how the saying goes, but
I am adamant about this, goddammit. Oh, what's Cruz thinking?
oh, and he's got him up. Oh, but he fell out.
That's still an impressive showing of strength there by that captain. Maybe going for a sort of drop-dead brain bust. Oh my God!
Oh, that's a show of core strength. That cannot be easy. And back out.
That's wow. I mean, Cruz obviously, like, his physique is impressive, but I didn't know he had the mass to toss Jim over his head like that. That's insane.
I will say both of these competitors have very much surprised me in a good way.
No, I might want to see this match again, regardless of how it ends. They are putting on a show, and these fans are loving it, even though Jim is bleeding like a government mule. That's a correct.
I'm not going to comment on that one. Jim getting control of the grapple again.
Now, Cruz getting sent out. Jim perhaps okay with taking a count-out victory for his debut.
Oh. Whatever gets him back into the tavern faster, I guess.
That's right. Cruz back in at 8, but Jim's got the bear hug.
Oh, bear hug.
It's a lot of meat crushing your windpipe. Cruz able to battle out with that bell clap, and now a big shoulder, or an elbow to the shoulder, trying to weaken the power base that Jim has, but
Pop-up knee to the stomach and a kick.
surprised he can get his leg that high.
I am too. Not only a short, heavy guy, but... Oh, what's he going for? Oh, the splash.
Oh, I thought Cruz might have been just out like a pancake, but battling back, and now we got our second slugfest of the night.
And just absolutely trading.
Again, I'm not sure how smart it is for Cruz to do this with somebody with the obvious power advantage, but as we saw with Vandal and Ock, sometimes that's just not everything. Oh, but we got Pocky fight.
Oh, and they're going at it.
Cruz getting the better of the battered and bloody Jim. After a while, that blood's going to seep into the eyes. It's going to be so hard to see.
But Jim fighting right back out of it.
Very impressive showing so far from the newcomer. Another lariat punch, or discus punch to the mouth. You know, maybe his appearance is to lull his opponents into maybe his appearance is used to lull his opponents into a false sense of security, because Jim is taking it.
He's going for a pin.
Ooh, 2 count, but Jim effectively able to use his body weight, crushing into him every single ounce. Smashing into Cruz's lumbar. Oh my god!
A duck under and a float over. I cannot believe it.
That leapfrog is crazy. But
and locking him into another bear hug into the crisis.
Oh wow! Cruz taps!
What? He taps! Feisty Jim won? What?
Wow! Battered, bloody, and broken. Feisty Jim wins his debut match in 2 points in the Grand Prix.
Now you talk about upset victory. Wow.
That was incredible. Somebody has to buy this man a drink.
I'm not paying for all that. By the way, now that you brought it up, I saw the sheets. We're way over budget.
Your next match is scheduled for one fall and is a Baldr's Light Eliminator match. Introducing first, the challenger from the prison of Asgard. He is the Warden, Brax.
And worth noting to the people that this is not a tournament match. This is a #1 contenders match, if I'm not mistaken. Brax going up against Cassius to prove he deserves a shot.
Yep. This is a Sacred Artifact Eliminator. Beat the champion and earn a shot at his artifact. And Brax is going to have a tall order here tonight after Cassius just went on to beat the formerly undefeated Ultimate Life Form, Kari, at Clash of Fate. So you know he's going to be riding high.
Absolutely. Now that said, Brax is one of those individuals that record doesn't accurately show what he can do. Most of his losses have not been pins on him, but multi-man.
And his opponent from the Holy Roman Empire, he is the last gladiator and the wielder of Baldr's Light, Cassius Drakon. The very last time we saw Brax, he was getting dragged out of the ramp by Mordecai, but the last time we saw Brax wrestle, he beat Coldstone in a 3-minute match by countout?
I believe so. So, I wouldn't count Brax out just yet, at least.
Nope, he is another one that has all the tools, just the right time in the right place, and he will strike. I mean, he's gone to battle with Blake. He's gone to battle with Heracles, Evan Coldstone. His competition has been stiff since his very first night here.
It's gonna stay stiff if Cassius has anything to say about it.
Oh, absolutely. Our new Baldr's Light wielder, and man, does the title look good around the last gladiator's waist.
What did I tell you about keeping the eyeballs in the sockets?
Oh wow, show of respect to start the match. Not something you really see often in the Crucible.
But that handshake right into a flurry of punches. He might have come with respect, but he didn't come to lose.
Brax immediately with a leg lock trying to take out the power base of our last gladiator here. That's smart, and that's what we're talking about. Brax is like a pit bull. He is non-stop. What a slam by Cassius.
And rolling over into some forearms.
Yeah, Brax very well mixes brawling with technical. He'll wrap your legs up and then punch you in the face before trying to go for a tap out. What a cutter.
And I think maybe the sheer aggression that Brax is bringing right off the bat might have caught Cassius off guard.
Oh yeah, especially after that handshake. Maybe they thought they'd take a little bit of time, measure each other out, test their strength. Nope. The Brax attack is on. Ooh.
Leg right into the floor. Oh, and a top rope from Cassius. I don't know if we see this a lot.
Not very much, but that was effective. Driving an elbow in from 8 feet in the air.
And what's he going for here?
Ooh.
Oh, blocked.
Good counter.
And another counter. Oh, and right into the barricade. Did you see that?
Yep, right next to us. Good God. Somehow still conscious and now fighting back, really taking it to Cassius. Double underhook and just wrenching the champion around.
Great, I didn't question it till now, but who the hell's this third guy over here?
That is the mysterious third member. It's Mimir. He's just watching so he can record the lore book down. Well, let's just see this again. Cassius flying in a big elbow drop right in the center of Brax's tattoo.
Yeah, a bit of a painted target on him, I suppose.
Oh, absolutely. Cassius respectfully waiting for his opponent to get back in the ring. Just immediately, just punches and bunches. Brax.
Setting up for something.
Brax is feeling it.
Oh, but Cassius is breaking out of it.
Yeah, he might have been going for that burning verdict, but Cassius just not weary enough yet, but a reverse DDT puts him down.
Yeah, just planting him down. A lot of good counters back and forth here.
Yeah, absolutely. Brax knows every hole in the book, including that dropkick off the apron, but that's exactly as technical as you have to be when you are the warden of the prisons of Asgard.
And I imagine that smack talk he was just doing is a little less respectful than the handshake.
Well, whatever he said, it fired up Cassius, who immediately kicked up, and a big clothesline shut him up.
Oh! Right in the back of the head.
Oh, but only good for one.
Only the one.
Dang, Brax is showing his heart.
Another discus forearm.
Right across the face. These repeated shots to Brax's skull have to be leaving him delirious. Just like that.
Just like that. Now, there is some padding on there, but it doesn't do as much as people usually think that it does.
Oh, especially not with the 10-inch
Oh!
carbon fiber. What was that? Stupid, sexy Cassius with the shimmy.
I wonder if he picked that one up from Estrella.
Wait, crown breaker.
Oh, fall of Rome!
That one. Cassius with a big victory over Brax. That fall of Rome came out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere. And I think that's part of the lethality of a move like that is it can come from anywhere. If you step the wrong way or if you step too quick, he can pick you up and plant you down, and there's not a lot you can do about it.
Paul is using Brax's own momentum to put him down. That's one of the ways he got a fall against Kari at the pay-per-view too, is bang! What a spine buster.
Absolutely. But that said, I am also impressed with Brax. I will say I'm impressed by a lot of what I'm seeing today.
Yep, Brax, he looked like he belonged in that ring against that champion. Great showing.
Absolutely.
Your next match of the evening is a Sword Bracket Grand Prix match. Introducing first, standing at 6 foot even, weighing in at 250 pounds. From Little Rock, Arkansas, Alex, the Perfect Storm.
And you want to talk about a clash of personalities. You got this guy here with all those sponsorships looking like a billboard versus the guy that's dressed like a superhero and is in it for representing himself and his country. Could not have more different motives here.
No, absolutely not. And I'm truly questioning how well Alex Storm can be tonight after literally getting knocked out by Vandal at Clash of Fates just a week ago. Had that big spin buster on the floor, his head hit the back of the barricade, and he was out cold, so the ref had to call it.
And that is a good point. I guess we'll have to see.
I mean, he
Those
looks all
sponsors
right.
are real. I think he might have just printed those on his jacket without consent.
You know, he looks like the kind of guy who'd do that, so I would believe you. And his opponent, standing at 5'11", weighing in at 94 kilos, from the Isle of Ireland, the Riot Spider, Setanta. You know, I talked about Storm being worse for wear after being knocked out, but Setanta got choked out by Cass, so maybe they're on even footing.
Yeah, maybe that evens out a little bit. But then again, Setanta did get planted on at least like 500 thumbtacks more than once, so
Oh yeah, that's true. The entire Thumbtack budget for the year spent on the Umbral Sacrament.
yeah, I really need to have a talk with somebody about PWR's expenses. They're getting crazy. You believe some idiot tried to get carbon fiber diamond coated steel step?
Who would do that? Wow. Him.
That's right, look away in shame.
Setanta tonight may be coming in with extra motivation. He did lose that Umbral Sacrament match for Surtur's Flame. So if he wants a path back to a Sacred Artifact, the tournament is really his only shot for now.
And a good shot it is, because you get to pick the artifact you want to go after, and you get to pick when you want to do it. We can't understate the value of winning this thing.
No, absolutely not. It's almost a guaranteed Sacred Artifact win if you plan it out, pick your spot, and do it smartly. Now, Phantom, if he wins, maybe not the kind of guy to do a surprise match after the champion's beaten down. Maybe wants to go the more honorable route, as silly as that would be. But it's effectively a #1 contendership for anything. Oh, right out the gate.
And both getting right in there.
Look at that. Well, neither of them really having to feel well after their match, but yeah, they're just not able neither to get advantage. But Storm very quick on the offense. Setanta with a back elbow. Ooh, nice uppercut.
Seeming like Setanta might be getting the early lead, but I guess we'll have to see how it plays out. But you want to talk about differing personalities, like we had with Storm and Vandal at Clash of Fate. These two, like I said, they might already hate each other, even though this is their first match.
Oh, for sure. I think Storm represents everything that Setanta hates in a man. The cockiness, the ego, the disregard for his other competitors, the dishonorable. Setanta, it's like the antithesis to the Riot Spider. But both of them pulling out moonsault early into this match. Maybe a little bit more similar than they'd like to admit.
Absolutely. A clash of personalities, but not of styles.
Oh. I don't call that springboard kick to the face, but that was great. And then a springboard DDT to follow up.
Into the DDT, yeah.
Yeah, I hope these ropes are as reinforced as the stairs are.
Yeah, let's not talk about the guy that tried to get diamond cable ropes.
They might need him for this match.
Look away in shame, Wraith. Look away in shame.
Both of them just using everything around the ring to their advantage. Turnbuckles, ropes, post.
An amazing agility on display.
Yeah, he might be a dick, but Storm is flashy, if nothing else. He's been putting it to good use. He did pin Vandal clean. Just, what, 2 weeks ago?
With Setanta coming back. And going for his pin this time.
Oh, that was a deeper 2 count than I expected. Maybe taking a little bit more out of Alex Storm than his...
Yeah, maybe that fall hit his head. I mean, like you said, it can't be 100% yet. It just can't.
No, if he was alive, he would definitely be on concussion protocol, but thankfully the Afterlife has some perks. Setanta with a drop down, a leapfrog, and then just completely whiffs on whatever elbow strike he was going for.
Kicks. Another kick into...
Ataxia!
Oh!
This could be it. Setanta could be out right here.
A deep 2, though.
Storm looking frustrated. That's one of his biggest shots, and it just failed to put his opponent away.
And I think this is the opposite of the matches we've seen before, whereas before one person had injuries and the other didn't. They both do. As this drags on, it's going to get worse and worse for both of them.
Yeah, especially with their high-octane style. It's going to be harder and harder to do these springboards, top-flying moves when exhaustion and pain sets in deep like that.
What's Setanta going for? Oh, just a drop kick right to the floor.
Simple but effective for sure. Now, Storm in the drop zone, but...
Is he measuring or is he a little stunned?
I think maybe he's taking a minute to kind of catch his breath. But whenever you do that, you give your opponent time to do the exact same thing. And Storm already up to his feet. We're at a count of 5, folks. Oh, right into the sling blade drop kick combo.
And a drop kick to the face. Setanta was ready, whatever it was.
He's definitely feeling it. That was a very pretty, double rope twisting corkscrew crossbody, and we've seen this final cut.
Final cut. This could be it.
Be the final cut of Storm's match, but not yet.
Just a deep 2 again.
Now Setanta in the same place. Storm just kicked out of his best shot, and he's still standing. He's just gotta keep on him.
Gotta keep on him. Just keep exploiting those injuries. He hasn't had much time to rest.
Nope, and Storm, it looks like he has that back elbow scouted. That's the second time Setanta's missed with it.
Now fighting out of the corner with a jumping knee right to the chin. And the coffin drop springboard is a miss.
Yep, Storm kicked up. Roll up. This is smart. This could be it. Another deep 2 count. Storm is feeling it.
if he's ever not feeling it.
Oh, that's true enough.
Putting him down with a slam, I wonder what he's going to follow up with.
Corkscrew
Ooh.
moonsault. This has got to be it. Oh, Setanta.
Another deep two.
He finds a way. Oh, maybe not after that. Big.
Right to the floor.
He got distance on that too. Storm flung him.
Yeah, almost hit the barricade, looked like, but luckily avoiding it. Dodging the knee.
It's exchanging counters now. The ref just counting away. You have to be careful. A count out will get you a point, but everybody else tonight has 2 already. We're at a count of 5. The referee
just brawling it out.
The referee is begging them to get back in the ring, but wait. Final cut to the floor.
Another final cut. Oh, they're both down.
The referee had a count of 7.
This could be no points for anybody.
Well, draw will give them.
Wait, Setanta's up.
Oh, 9. Panta in. The ref gotta call it.
Well, that's a win, but it's only the 1 point. You wonder if he would have been better off pushing Storm into the ring.
Oh, he absolutely would have been. I just question if he had the strength or the stamina. If Storm looked out, that would be completely dead weight.
And then you wonder also, was this the better move? Because if you pick Storm up, you get him into the ring, maybe he gets a second wind, maybe he starts fighting and you risk further injury. So I don't know if this is the right call, but I guess we'll find out.
Well, the important thing is that Hannah walks away with 1 point, and he keeps Alex Storm down to 0. This next match is also a sword bracket match. Introducing first, from Puerto Vallarta, El Jefe, Joseph Val.
Now, we mentioned before in the pre-show that we know Joseph Val pretty well. I've never actually faced him. Of course, he would have ended up broken and looking up at the lights like you did all those times. But I can tell you one thing about him. He must hate Estrella. Now, I know I've said this a few times, how much the people that are facing each other must hate each other. But Val wants all the attention. He wants everything, and there's no other way to say it, but a lot of this crowd is here to see Estrella, and you know that just pisses him off.
Absolutely. Val hates anybody who's even close to being as pretty as he is, and I think Estrella takes the cake on that one.
You know, I started to make a joke, but I'm going to just leave that one alone.
We'll leave the Cake-O-Mania to social media.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they're all over it. So is Cassius, from what I hear.
And there she is, folks. Now, Estrella dealing with some interpersonal drama of her own. Her sister feels like she betrayed her. Her budding friendship, or more, with Cassius Drakon, losing the #1 contendership match 2 weeks ago. She's looking to rebound here tonight.
Absolutely, and you wonder if all that being on her mind is going to distract her from the match. You would hope not, but
And
you know, you
his
never know
opponent
in these times.
sailing at you from Venus. She is the acolyte of Aphrodite, Estrella. Yeah, you definitely can't look past Joseph Val, of all people. Val getting a little bit of momentum 2 weeks ago, defeating his ongoing rival Cruz in a singles match, and was straight on the opposite end of that momentum wave so far.
And you know what? Let's just call it what it is. I think she did betray Kari, but that's just me.
All is fair in love and war, and Clash of Fate was a little bit of both. Oh,
Don't
no!
fall for it, lady. Yep. Classic Val right there.
The honorable Estrella immediately pump fake by Val, but she's gonna make him pay for it.
Oh yeah, she's mad.
Immediately double stomp to the gut with her little fuzzy boots.
Yeah, there's a quote about angry women. I wonder if it applies to space aliens, but
I would not want to cross an acolyte of Aphrodite, that's for sure.
ooh, backbreaker.
Val trying to be the bane of Estrella's existence and following it up with...
Those elbows, yeah. And that is the one thing about Val. You want to talk about his personality. In the ring, he is just as nasty. He can be brutal. He can be smart. He is almost the perfect competitor.
Oh, absolutely. He's cutting and he's dangerous. And you see that with that locking in that crossface deep, and Estrella able to roll out of it. But yeah, Val is one of the most dangerous competitors I have ever faced before. And Estrella looking good with that tilt-a-whirl DDT, though. I think she knows it, but like we said earlier, she just has to keep her mind inside of the ring, off of her sister, off of Cassius, and just keep delivering those big drop kicks she loves so much.
They're working for her now, but like I said, we know Val. I'm wondering how long it's going to take him to adapt.
Yeah, his ring IQ is off the charts, and Estrella, she definitely has her favorite moves. So Val did his job, which I'm sure he did, and scouted it properly. Estrella might have to come up with a different game plan.
Sandal right to the top of the head.
Yeah, great awareness there. She saw Val flip in the ring and change her trajectory, and then another axe handle across I think it was the chest that time.
That's the kind of adaptation you need when you're facing Val. Oh, knees up.
She was going for the coming up roses, but Val had it scouted. That's that ring IQ we're talking about. Now he's turning the tables.
And just aura walking towards her. He does not give a... And right into the turnbuckle.
Close to the ropes here, but... Ooh, Estrella, deep 2 count. She might already be in trouble.
Like I was saying, Val's perfectly well-rounded, technical, strong, smart. The longer that you give him to figure out which one of those to use against you.
That's Silencio. Put away
Silencio,
Cruz.
woman!
Oh, but Estrella powering out. Not even technical. That was just strength. That was incredible.
Elbow to the face.
Yeah, that's several shots to the head she's taken so far, and she was in that rear naked choke for a considerable amount of time. You gotta wonder if she's starting to get light. Oh wait, we know it. The aliens hate turnbuckles.
Those sisters just hate those turnbuckle pads.
Gotta be an alien thing. I don't think they have them where they come from.
Ooh, stop.
Yeah, she loves that so much, trying to weaken up their midsection. Oh wait, actually using the turnbuckle.
Yeah, right into the middle.
Not often you see Estrella take advantage of a situation like that. She wants another one.
Oh, but reversed. Like we said, Val's IQ. You can't keep doing the same thing.
Oh, now he's trying to... Whoa, what is that?
Oh, but she's out of it.
I mean, she knows she can't stay in these submissions for very long at all. But battling out of the corner. Ooh, faked him out there. Well, that's definitely something new.
What was that? Did you see that?
Was that Knuckles?
That was something. She pulled out some kind of weapon from the trunks. Then she slid it back.
Wow. Maybe Kari getting into Estrella's head more than we thought.
Maybe, but she was slick with it. I only just caught it when she tried to put it back.
Didn't even see it at all. I thought she was just feigning an injury, but wait.
What? Who the hell is that?
But isn't that Estrella's paparazzi?
Brother, now is not the time to be taking pictures.
Oh, the paparazzi betrayed Estrella. She's blind. Got tequila.
Oh. Is this gonna be it? 2.
Oh my God.
3.
Val paid
Val
off
said,
Estrella's.
you want the attention, you are gonna get it.
That was the same guy that come out for Estrella's matches. I think Val paid him off.
It could be, or maybe he's just an idiot. He didn't mean to cost her the match. Either way.
Either way, I think someone's getting fired tonight.
Worse than fired if Estrella catches him after this.
Wow. And, you know, that's what we talked about when we said Val was cunning.
Look there, in the replay. Bam. Hits him, starts hiding him again.
Oh, that definitely looked like some knuckles. They look a little silver, though. Maybe they were diamond-plated titanium knuckles.
Oh, God.
But regardless, Joseph Val takes the win and his 2 points.
That puts him off to a fantastic start. That puts everyone off to a fantastic start. With an asterisk next to Setanta, we'll have to see how that plays out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. Introducing first, from London, England, standing at 5'7", weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the Knight, Michael Moy. Now, Moy's been off to a really rough start in Pro Wrestling Ragnarok so far, losing his first 2 matches, and this is not an Artifact Eliminator match, but regardless, if he's able to pin the newly crowned Tug Mukau tonight, you gotta believe it puts him into talks at the very least.
Oh, you absolutely have to believe it. If he can win against Tug Mukau, coming off the high of putting away Mordecai, that has absolutely got to mean something.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, he may have lost his first 2 matches, but he has been facing only the best of the best, falling to Heracles first, and then the second match was against Kari. Now Tug Mukau? That is a name of names list if I've ever heard one.
Agreed. Agreed.
What do you think those shoulder pads cost? You think maybe that's room in the budget so I can get some?
Look away in shame, Crave. Look away in shame. I think his armor's real gold.
I think it's bronze if I had to guess, but...
Oh, what? Who the hell?
Hey, I have no idea.
Where did you come from, lady? And where have you been all my life?
Hey, that's supposed to be my line. Oh, she's spooky. Laying out Tug Mukau. Folks, we have literally no idea who that is or why she was out here. But this match will continue. Start. Yep, there's the bell.
I mean, I guess I gotta respect the dedication, but I question if this is a good move from Tug Mukau. I mean, brother, if you just got jumped before the match, that's as good a reason as any to say, you know, you can't do it.
Tug, if anything, has always been a fighter, styling himself the soul of Pro Wrestling Ragnarok, and I don't think he's going to give up that easy, but if there's a time for Moy to make a name for himself, it's right now.
Absolutely. We might have a situation here where Moy gets his first win the same way that Anka did, as assisted wins over Tug.
Yeah, a win's a win. Tug trying to rally back, and only for a 1 count. Oh, and he missed on that drop kick, just barely. Yeah, and I don't know how effective it would be in armor, but Moy with the backflip out of it, he's feeling it. He knows this is his chance, his one opportunity to see everything he's ever wanted in one moment. Oh, Tug able to get back to his feet with a kip up, but Moy meets him with that arm drag, taking the champion down.
Moy with the reversal over the ropes, but Tug's fighting it back.
Yeah, I'm unsure how much of that speed and athleticism Tug is known for. I don't know how much of that he's going to have left after being jumped by the love of my life to start this match.
Oh, and skull right to the ring apron.
And that was absolutely vicious. I'm surprised Tug's not bleeding buckets right now, but this is the kind of aggression Moy needed. And you know, a count-out win's as good as a regular win against the champion. Make a name for your... Oh, my God.
Oh. That had to hurt. And that armor's got to make up for the... Oh, but that also counter.
Yeah, that classic vintage Tug with that meteor and sending him straight to the
steps.
Yeah, let's... Who is that? He looks gigantic. She has to be over 6 feet tall. Folks, our sources will do the best to bring you information on this unknown assailant, but right now we have a match. Referee's up to an 8 count, and both competitors trying to rush back into the ring.
Wait, was Moy trying to body block? Was he trying to stop Tug from getting in?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he was doing, and they tried to meet him with that tornado kick as soon as they went outside, sending the champion back out. Yeah. You know, Moy's looking perhaps a little bit winded. I think that heavy armor is weighing him down, but...
Ooh.
A little too slow on the double stomp. But he has Tug reeling, which is... Oh, wait. Rebound clothesline. Oh. Good God.
Innovative and brutal. I love it.
Moy got right back to his feet. Again.
And a kip up. Hurricane.
Tug sizing him up. He's looking for something. Thought better of it. Just kicked him in the face instead. Gotta wonder if that hit. What in the world?
I don't even know what that was.
A neck twist? Maybe?
Missing the tornado kick. Just throwing Michael Moy around.
The ref back to a 7 count. This ring's been more on the outside than it has been on the inside.
Moy gonna make it back in time.
Oh? No?
No.
I think Tug just barely escaped that time with the win. I think that heavy armor of Moy really impeded his speed. Tug able to hit a couple big moves, but it never really felt like Tug was in control.
No, that was felt very closely contested. Now, maybe it would have been different if Tug didn't get attacked to start with, but...
Oh, wait, she's back!
Just on it.
I think Tug wants a piece. Oh, here we go. Trading punches back and forth. Security trying to separate these two, but who is she?
Whoever she is not backing down from Tug.
No, not at all. Just taking it right to the champion before the match, after the match, whatever beef she has with Tug, folks. We'll have to find out next week because that's been week 13 of Pro Wrestling Ragnarok. Wow.
And what a start to this tournament it has been.
That's right, and the tournament rolls on next week with 4 more Grand Prix matches. We'll try to bring you more information on this unknown assailant, but for now, I'm Adam Krath. That was Chris.
And I've been Chris.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Peace.